listening to the Mastermind webinar. I know it's Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon in different parts of the United States and around the world at different times. Really appreciate your time today. I'm going to make it worth your while. A little bit about myself before we get started. I've been in marketing and marketing system development and sales for over 20 years. Myself and my team have created hundreds of thousands of leads, tens of millions of dollars in online sales as a result. And I am currently involved in multiple businesses, some in the wellness industry where we sell directly to the wellness professional, the sports and fitness professional, and the influencers of our end customer. So meaning we go after distributors that are in the wellness profession, whether it's a chiropractor or a holistic doctor or something like that, or we go after a fitness instructor of all that. So I'm constantly working on that company, which I'm a partner in. Mr. Smith, and who is also an assistant trainer here at the Mastermind webinar, is available by chat if you have a question as we're going through this. And then I'll do Q&A at the end. He's involved on a daily basis with me on improving all of the things that we're utilizing, our copy, whether it's presentation, websites, all of that, to continue to optimize our process to get better conversions. So, you're talking to people right now. Myself, I've been involved in hundreds of projects. I've helped lots of companies go from, I was an executive in one company a couple years ago. We went from 40 distributors. They needed distributors to move their products. So we went from 40 distributors, and in 13 months to 810. All of this is video and screenshot verifiable. And within 2 months, because of what I and my team and I had done, they got to thousands a month. All right. I'm currently involved in a project right now where they're doing about mid-hundreds to low 200 sales per month. Top-end sale, $5,000, a low-end sale, $30, and in between that, they are doing a couple hundred of those. We're implementing things with them. We're working for them, consulting with them. We're also partnered in the distribution of their technology. And within 13 months, we'll have that at 300-400% increase. There's not one company that myself and my team have ever got involved in where we have not been able to increase the sales by 200, 300, 400, 500%. In that one company that I'm not going to mention it, but I'm by name, you can actually see it. If you go to my LinkedIn account, you can read about companies. You can see my endorsements and stuff, and you can read recommendations and all that good stuff. It's a good way to get to know who I am better and why you should be paying attention and listening to me, and the people that I bring in to help me train, listening to them also. But this one company, again, we took it from 40 distributors a month to 810. That's 1,400% increase in 13 months. We took the sales from $100,000 a month to $750,000 a month in freaking 13 months, okay? And again, why most people do not succeed in business is because they don't put the effort and the time in that's necessary to succeed, okay? We're going to go through some of these things right now, but I want you to know who I am so that you know that you should pay attention to what I'm telling you, and get a pencil out or a pen and a piece of paper and take notes as we're going through, because this is important stuff. At the end of the day, we're going to be talking a little bit, as I start off all of my Mastermind webinars, I like to talk about mindset, positive mindset. And we're going to talk about that for a very brief few minutes, and then we're going to get into personal development and wellness. Then we're going to talk a little bit about business management and marketing skills and business management and marketing tools needed. And then we're going to get into lead generation and lead conversion conversation. And then I'm going to show you an article that I'm going to be posting on 10 ways to convert these leads. Because the one thing is, once you get people, you actually do lead acquisition or lead generation, whatever you're calling it. It's called multiple things, right? But getting leads, getting targeted leads into your marketing system, your sales funnel, and start dripping automatic emails on them and SMS messaging to invite them to webinars or events or whatever you're doing to work on closing those leads We're going to go through that process tonight, okay? And then I'm going to go through my article a little bit that I'll be posting probably on Monday on _Recruiter Pro, which is the system that I helped develop. That is a marketing system that has all the tools in it. I'm going to be utilizing that for example purposes only. If you can find a better tool out there that can do everything that you need to do to run your business online, God bless you. I've been doing it a long time. I don't see them. The partnership that I have with _Recruiter Pro and the technology, back office technology partner, they're the #1 company in the network marketing arena, the real estate arena, for building marketing systems. And they're actually moving into more and more and more industries. We utilize the system to run our wellness business, our marketing business, and our technology business, okay? We have different accounts for each one, but we utilize this system that I'm going to be briefly going over today and sharing a link with you that I go through an 80-minute webinar on that gets into specifics and why these things matter. We're using it, okay? We're actually using the system. So we're going to go over, this is the system, _Recruiter Pro, this is the back office, but we'll go through that as I go along. But I want to talk about mindset real quick, okay? And the reason I talk about it every time that I have a webinar is because without it, without a positive mindset, doesn't matter how much tools, how much training, how much time you spend, you're not going to be successful as you could be with a positive mindset, okay? Knowing that you can accomplish whatever you set your mind out to do, and knowing and speaking positivity into your own life, and speaking positivity into your own business is critical, okay, to success. It's critical. Well, let's take a look here at an image, a couple of images I pulled out of Google. Mindset, noun, a set of beliefs or a way of thinking that determines one's behavior, outlook, and mental attitude, right? Positive thinking, a lot of different things here, just positive thinking. You got to think positively, okay? You've got to think positively. You've got to speak success into your life. You've got to talk about your business in a positive way. Get the stinking thinking out of the way and speak positively about yourself and positively about your business and positively about other people. Don't get involved in the rumor mill, the gossip mill. It's a waste of time. It's negative energy. It draws negative things to you. Now, the studies, the science is coming out with quantum physics and a lot of different things that's showing that we all are energy, inner, soul, energy, spirit, whatever you say. I feel it's the soul. But the bottom line is we're energy. We got vibrations. The Earth's got a vibration. Every single, substance on the planet's got a vibration. And some are negative and some are positive. Some will do good to the body. Some will be negative to the body, okay? And basically also that your mind and your attitude can affect your DNA, the functionality of your DNA. So the more negative you are, the more negative you speak, the more you talk about people behind their backs, the more you do all those bad things, okay? That's what you're going to attract to yourself, okay? That's what you're going to bring into your life. When you're positive and you speak good about people and you speak good about yourself and you speak good about your business, then you're going to see more positive things enter into your life, okay? You can accomplish anything you set your mind to, anything. Okay, and just know that from the beginning. Failure is part of success. I mean, if you don't start trying to do something and have some failure, you're not going to succeed. I mean, you're going to have goals and you're going to have steps to get to those goals and as you go through those steps, you might have obstacles that are keeping you from step 1 to step 2 or phase 1 to phase 2, whatever you're calling it. I mean, I project management right now for 4 different companies, 4 or 5 different companies, okay? So I'm always using tasks and task lists and projects and steps and goals and milestones on a daily basis, and training others how to do it. It's important, okay, that you're setting your goals and you're setting your steps to get to those goals, and that you know from the start that there'll be obstacles between the steps or between the phases. And you have to go in with the right mindset to conquer them. Okay, know that you will get around them, you will get over them, or you will break through them. Okay, So along with mindset comes personal development. Personal development's an easy thing. Plug into whoever you like. Like I, followed until he passed away, 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗘. I've listened to Tony Robbins in the early years. You know what I mean? I read a lot of positive books. I get positive information. The Bible for me is a positive book, okay? I'm not getting into religion here, but that's something that I utilize. I buy positive books, Think and Grow Rich. I mean, things that, Art of the Deal. I mean, you got to feed your mind the personal development. Plug in for free into somebody that you like, okay? Whether it's a male, female, no matter what their race is, or just plug into the person that you feel comfortable with, that you feel, because all human beings, they have a good inner sense in their gut, right? But most of them second guess it. Most of us have an unbelievable sense, but we second guess it. I've watched myself lose millions of dollars in my younger years, in my 40s, because I would say, had an ego and wasn't listening to the women in my life, my daughter and my wife, who were giving me very, very wise counsel from gut instinct, a sense that they had. And you really have to work hard on, making sure that you don't go against that first impression, because usually that first impression is right on target, okay? So personal development, plug into somebody on Twitter, follow them. On Facebook, follow them. Absorb all their free information. Buy some books, their books, you know what I mean? Spend a little bit of money on yourself. Add it into your reading or your audio or your video. You can go to audio.com and get the books. Pay attention to your personal development, okay? And your wellness. Clean your air, clean your water. Make sure your food's not GMO. Get organic, you know what I mean? Make sure it's not GMO. Genetically modified organism, okay? Get organic. Clean your air. Get an air purifier on Amazon. They're cheap. Get a alkaline water pitcher. I got one right here sitting at my desk. Change your water, change your life. A lot of us, our body weight is water. We need it for the energy to move through the body properly. You got to be hydrated, right? If you're not, it slows you down. So mindset, personal development, and wellness, you should be working on it on a daily basis, in whether it's baby steps or big steps, continuing to move it forward, continuing to analyze it, plug in with great personal development person, great wellness, preventive maintenance, okay? We preventive maintenance our car, but we don't preventive maintenance our body. Get plugged into a great wellness coach and get those things going. Personal development will also help you with the mindset, because it's all about positive mindset. Plug into that, okay? Now, that's all I got to say about that. It's important. I mean, it could double, triple, quadruple, whatever you could do without it. If you can do anything without it, it's going to take your results 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 1,000 times better when you're implementing it in your life, okay? Next is you've got to learn some basic business management and marketing skills. You got to understand, let me go into like Lead Recruiter Pro. We're going to talk about a little bit about this very quickly. I've got a link I'm going to share with everybody here. This is a link, I'll share it with you in a minute. This is a link that I have an 81-minute webinar where I go through this system, okay, right here, all right? And I'm going to share that. Let me share that with everybody real quick. I'll put it in here. When you get time, make time, you want to go through that, okay? Because these tools here, there's some specific ones for network marketing, but this system can be utilized for any industry. Real estate we're using it for. We're using it for a wellness business that's not network marketing. We're using it for a technology business that's not network marketing. I could put any kind of marketing site in here, and any kind of autoresponders, any kind of banners, any kind of flyers, any kind of SMS, text messages, all of that is customizable, okay? But these tools are tools that are necessary for you to succeed, okay, on building your business and building a sales team to promote your business, okay? Very, very important. And again, you'll be able to go through that webinar link I just sent you, and you'll get an in-depth understanding of how this system works and why you need it for your business, okay? It's very, 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 very important. Now, again, you don't have to get this system, but all of these tools come within one system. If you can find it for these prices or lower in one system, God bless you. There's not too many out there, and there's nothing that's superior. I always deal with AAA rated companies, okay? I deal with the best. This company has an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau, my partners, and I deal with the best. But, you know, definitely I use it for instructional purposes, demo purposes, and you need to look at this for these tools and at least put the time in to watch the webinar so you understand what you need. You know, what are those business management and marketing tools you need to succeed online with lead acquisition, lead conversion, lead generation, lead conversion. You're going to generate leads, you're going to convert those leads into customers or affiliates, distributors, whatever you call them, the people that actually sell your products to customers, okay? So these tools are very, very important. Again, this is the video link I gave you. I can't give it to you from the back office, but I actually gave it to you from my Meeting Burner account, and you can watch that at your leisure. I would ask that you don't pass that around. You're getting that because you came to this webinar today, and I don't want it to be passed around to everybody, okay? Now, business management, and I'm going to talk about a couple things. And again, I've got to save a good half an hour to go over the article, 20 minutes, and talk about the conversions and things you can do to actually convert the leads once you actually have, you know, captured them, generated them. And if you didn't read my article, I went over this last week on or a couple weeks ago, last Mastermind webinar. I'll read through this article. You know, this is the 4 pillars of lead generation. And I'm actually going to be putting up another article probably next week on, you know, 5 things that you need to do when you're putting an article together, okay? But this gets you into the 4 pillars of lead generation. And whether you're going to create a video, an audio, an ebook, an article, whatever, it's going to have the same principles, okay? So make sure that you read this article so that you have this information, and read it once, read it twice, and then you can start implementing these things into your business, okay? No matter what it is. I don't care if you're involved in travel. I don't care if you're involved in wellness. I don't care if you're involved in, you know, restaurant business. I don't care if you're involved in the real estate business. It's the same, okay? It's the same. Maybe your target market has a different problem that we have to bring a solution to, right? Which we're going to answer that problem with our free giveaway, but the bottom line is it doesn't matter what industry. We're going to look at those industries. You look at those industries and you identify all the problems that people are searching for a solution to, and then you create content, whether it's articles, videos, audios, that help solve that problem. Let people get to know, like, and trust you before they do business with you. Once they get to know, like, and trust you and know that you bring value to them and you're helping solve problems for them and you haven't even asked for anything, well, you got them in the opt-in by giving them something for free. You're dripping information on to help them. And I'm going to go through an example how we do it here at LRP, but Lead Recruiter Pro, I call it LRP. But again, it's something that's important. Like this article, you know, people that are a target market of LRP are people that are looking to manage their business online, generate leads, convert leads, have all the tools, have the training to help them accomplish that goal. And we provide a lot of stuff for free. We can't give the system away for free, right? But we absolutely give the training away for free, and we're helping them. And, you know, part of, you know, being part of the system is you can also give away these webinars for free to build your list and then expose your business to that list, okay? Because remember, if you're looking for anybody to sell your product or service, you absolutely want to target market somebody that's either a marketer, because an internet marketer or any kind of marketer is always going to invest time and money into ongoing training to improve themselves. I'm always staying on top of the latest and greatest. I'm always tracking, heat mapping, split testing, everything. We're always optimizing our process to get better conversion because we spend money to do lead generation. We want to convert those leads into either customers or affiliates, distributors, promoters, whatever you call people that sell your product and services to the end user, okay, to a customer. So I'm putting content, and I'm going to be using Lead Recruiter Pro as an example, that helps people for free and then gives free webinars to help them even more, to answer their questions, and we're doing it for nothing because we're building a relationship with them. We're building goodwill with them. We're showing them the value that we have. We're experts in this, okay? I was talking to a gentleman the other night, last night he called me. This gentleman's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And he owns one of the biggest spa organizations around the world. And one of the business that I told you that is from I think it's 840 something or something like that. And the lowest is for a report like 25 or 35. But most of those reports are bought in bulk at 2,100. And we will have his company within 12 months, 13 months, at least double or triple on what it's doing right now, okay? Right now. And we're going to do that based on making the presentations a lot easier to understand. Sometimes people get too sophisticated in what they're presenting, and they lose people. The easier, the simpler it is that for people to understand, the better off you are. So you've got to track everything. And I'll be putting information and articles and webinars that will help people for free do that, okay? That's my target market. I'm looking for people to sign up in Lead Recruiter Pro. That's why I'm putting my money and my time into doing this for free in order to build my membership. Now, that's what you're going to be doing, okay? That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to have an opt-in, you're going to have an opt-in list, right? So, okay, so business and marketing tools, look at the stats. 80% of traditional businesses don't make it. They fail. Most people don't have business software. They don't have marketing software. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to do lead generation. They don't know how to do lead conversion. Okay, so 95% of all people that are in network marketing, which is home-based business, MLM, whatever you want to call it, they don't make enough money to pay their product purchase every month. Okay, 95%. What does the 5% know that they don't know? They understand marketing systems. They understand business management systems, like what I'm showing you here. They understand lead generation. They understand lead conversion. They understand that, okay? And they're plugged into personal development and wellness. They're plugged in where they've got the right mindset in the beginning. You know what I mean? And then they understand that they've got to learn the basic business and management skills, which is setting tasks, setting dates, answering your voice messages, working your new contacts, looking at your hot prospect list, people that are actually looking at all your stuff. We're going to talk about that in a minute. As you see, I have the dashboard here. And again, I don't want to get into a bunch of training on LRP. I don't have the time to do that. And I gave you a link where I do it for 81 minutes, and I do it very, very thoroughly. The only thing I don't think is in that webinar is the Smart Sender, but the Smart Sender has its own, and it might be in there. I'm not sure if I've updated it since we've launched the Smart Sender, but the Smart Sender has its own training video in the system. And I'll go through that real quick as I go to the marketing page. But here at this dashboard, and again, management skills you got to learn, tasks, setting up calls, okay? Having an 800 number, a phone number where you can retrieve your messages, working new contacts that are being generated from your lead capture pages, okay? Setting goals. We have goal setting in here too. Setting goals, setting the steps to get to that goal, okay? Writing that out, writing it out, putting it into a system that reminds you of it, printing it out and putting it on your wall, okay? Get it in front of you. Get it in line of sight. You got to do those things, okay? You got to evolve yourself again with your business management and marketing skills. It's not a lot of them that you need to learn, but you need to perfect the ones that I just went over, okay? Business and management tools, again, I'm not going to dig deep. You just need them. You need lead capture pages. You need autoresponders. You need SMS. You need a place to be able to build banners and give those to your affiliates. You need a place to be able to do flyers and let your affiliates and you use them to promote your product and services. You need all that stuff, okay? You got to have it. And, you know, you've got to find a system, a software system that does the business management for you and the marketing for you so you can put that stuff in there. You need to be able to have access to that personally for what you're doing, and your team needs to have access in that for what they're going to do. You want duplication of customer acquisition, getting customers, and getting distributors or affiliates to be duplicatable. And when you've got a system set up that you can utilize to run your business, but also all your sales reps can utilize to run your business, you will see. I mean, this company that I told you went from 40 to 810 when I left, okay, because I only went there for about a year to help them get this together. But they literally, I used this system. It was called a different name because I could customize this. I built Lead Recruiter Pro because it's a generic system and it'll be able to work with any industry, any team, any company, anything. But I made a specific system for them. And that system gained like 400 of their salespeople, and at least 20% were taking action in that system, and they were driving those numbers. They were driving those numbers because we got everything cookie cutted. Why is franchises 97% successful? Because they've got their business and marketing systems together. They got their marketing material optimized. Everybody uses the same stuff. Everybody talks the same way. Everything's done the same way, and it's optimized. It's perfected. They get feedback from their customers. They continue to improve it. They continue to improve everything. The quality of their product or service, the quality of their operation, everything gets improved. So you've got to think like the big boys. I don't care, or the big girls. I don't care if you're doing a home-based business or not. The 5% that make money in this industry are thinking the way that I'm talking right now, okay? If you want to be one of them, whether it's traditional business, you want to be the 20% of the successful, you want to be 5% of the successful in network marketing, or you want to spend a lot of money and do a franchise and be part of the 97, because, you know, franchises could be $50,000, $100,000, $1 million. But again, the reason why franchising is so successful is because they've got the foundation set up. They've got the software, the business management software. They've got the business marketing software. They've got all the tools. They've got the training. They've got even personal growth in some of these companies, both network marketing and franchising. They've got that, and they're helping their salespeople do exactly what's needed to do. You should become a professional inviter to the information, and then you should become a professional relationship builder. Okay? And if you can learn to do those two things, you can be very, very successful in anything that you do. Okay? And again, you want to get to a point in your life where you're moving to that 80-20. 80% of your time spent on lead generation and lead conversion. Now, out of that 80%, maybe 20%, 30% is on lead generation. It depends on how good you get. And then the rest is on closing those leads, lead conversion, you know, getting them into customers or getting them into affiliates or salespeople. You need to get to that point. And then 20% on managing your business, you know, setting your goals, setting your steps to your goals, you know, making sure you're setting up your events, because that's part of working leads conversion. You got to be setting up tasks for that lead. You got to set up calls for that lead. You got to set up, you know, you're going to do a three-way. You're going to send that lead a one-touch to an email to an event, or, you know, a webinar. You know, there's multiple ways to give value to a lead, right? And get that lead to either become a customer or be so excited and qualified that they can actually sell your product or service, you know, also. Okay, so one thing you see in this system, and you should have the aspects. When you watch that video, you want a system that can do the things that you can evolve into, right? You don't want to have to utilize a whole bunch of different systems. You don't want to do it. okay? It'll become a pain. So you want to find a system that will let you do everything in one spot, okay? And let me close this down real quick. And again, you just go to the blog on LRP, and we'll have this, and then the one I'm going to go over with you briefly today, I'm going to post that up probably Monday, no later than Tuesday, but I will have that up there so everybody can just go back to the blog and see what's going on. When I put it on the blog, I post it on the Facebook page, so make sure that you go over to the Facebook and like the Lead Recruiter Vote page so that you're notified when I have a new blog post, okay? Because we're really going to be bringing a lot of great content. I mean, I have a lot on my jimmyschwinn.com site, but I'm going to be bringing articles, updating articles, rewriting articles, and we're going to be putting them here, and then we're going to be doing webinars, following them up. So it's going to be a lot of great information to help you. On top of that, make sure, let me just go here and then we'll go back to dashboard. So I go in here, this is the great thing about this system. I'm into my contact manager. I can go in, I know where this lead came from. I can see my activity. Oh, wow, look what this person did. Oh, they watched 36% of this video. They watched all of this video. They watched almost all of this video. I can see, oh, look, they got 290 hot prospect points. I can look to see why they gained those points, okay? This is a person that I would want to work on, getting on a three-way, getting on a webinar, sending more free information. But one of the things I have, like for Lead Recruiter Pro, what I'm showing you is for Lead Recruiter Pro, right? I could set this person to the Mastermind training, which is a 12-day email series that have links to webinars that are tied into the 2 Steps for Success system. So when people actually go back to watch the webinars, they're exposed to that person's business, okay? So say that we were to build something like that for your company, and we were sending everybody back to your blog, which is part of your website, and they're getting this unbelievable information, and then right here I'm asking them to, click on here so they can register for a free webinar, right? And I'm exposing them to my business based on the information that I'm giving them for free. So you always want to have, okay, a website with a blog. I mean, you cannot be online, truthfully, if you're not going to, if you want to play big. All the big leaders that I know, whether it's network marketing or successful business people that go online, they do have a blog. They are syndicating their information from their blog into their social media assets. And again, the great thing about Lead Recruiter Pro is we train on all that. We teach you why you should have what we call an attraction marketing website. I have a 31-minute video talking about it and giving you an example one. You can apply it to any industry again, but you got to have the components, right? Then I teach people how to do keyword research and content creation. Again, make sure whoever invited you to this webinar that they've got you set, okay? Let me show you, let me open this up, that they've got you set to get, okay, it's very simple for them to do. They go to campaigns, they go over here and they set you the Mastermind training and subscribe you as long as you're opted in. See here, this person's confirmed. If they're not confirmed, then I would send them out an email confirmation request, right? And I could say no template, and then I'd send them this out, and then they would be confirmed, okay? Again, this contact manager system I'm showing you, and I'm not going to get into detail because I gave you a link to watch the video. There's no contact management system out there better than this, I'm telling you. Even Mr. Smith will tell you he's utilizing it on a daily basis. We have a bunch of people using it on a daily basis, and all of our salespeople are put into this system. It is an unbelievable way to build a business. I mean, it makes you so much more efficient when you have the proper contact management system. So here I can see all the activity on this person. I can see any tasks I need to set on this person. I can set a task. I can set an event, like say I got a 3-way call I'm going to be doing with this person. I can do that, okay? There's a lot of stuff that I can do here, okay? But make sure that you're put into this Mastermind training campaign, because within that campaign, let me just go to where it is, okay? Within that campaign here, there's 12 emails, right? we are going through and we are giving you links to watch videos in the order of the way you should watch them. We're giving you information that helps you set up your site online, helps you get everything set up properly, and then gets you into content creation and into content syndication and into social media marketing and to start generating leads, and takes you through that whole entire process, okay? So make sure you whitelist, you approve, that it's not junk from the email that it's coming from the person that brought you to this webinar, and make sure that you go through these 12-day series. If you can't get to it every day, fine, but save them in a folder and get to it and watch all the webinars in it, because it is worth your time. And these are webinars that my people have access to, my members have access to, and you're getting free access to it, okay, by opting in. And again, what does that mean? We're building value, okay? We're building value with our target market. We're giving free training. We're giving free information. We're consulting. We're assisting for free. What is my end goal? I want them to become a member of 𝗕𝗓𝗘𝗘 Pro, because they're going to have the best training and the best tools and the best resources to be successful online. And I say that 100%, backing it up. The only reason people fail that are in 𝗕𝗓𝗘𝗘 Pro because they don't take action. And unfortunately, most people buy personal growth stuff and they don't take it out of the package, personal development. They leave it in the package. They buy it. They get some gratitude, feelings of happiness because they bought this personal development course or book, and they never read it. They never watched it. They never listened to it, whether it's video, audio, or in written. They just don't do it, okay? Don't be one of them, all right? Schedule time for your business. If you're in the home-based business, network marketing, MLM, how many hours you putting in a week? Break those hours down on actions you're going to take within those hours. Again, once you got your system set up, once you're set up, then you've got to spend 80% of your time generating leads and converting those leads, building relationships, giving them free training information. Great thing about, for the home-based business people, I've got this whole system set up for them already to give away free training to promote any business they're doing and to build them and set them up as an asset and leader in the industry, okay? And we can set this system up for any industry like that, any target market. Doesn't matter, okay? If you've got a big enough team, we can work something out where it's very cost-effective and we can customize this system to handle exactly what you're doing. And on top of that, remember, we have an external, once you watch the video, you'll see that you have an external form creator which can plug into any website, any blog. You can create as many folders as you want. You can create as many autoresponders as you want. You can disable notification. You can add the ad code. You can add the external thank you page, all within this system. All within it, okay? That's how powerful it is. Now, here again, this is the dashboard. You're seeing the activity tracker, so I can see everything that Jimmy Schwinn, which is me, is doing. I went through and put in a lead today and went through and did actions, and you can see now I'm building hot prospect points. And these are people this is a person that's actually looking at my stuff. And I can go in and see how much they're looking at my stuff. Okay, and every video that you put into the system is trackable. Okay, so remember, these are just videos I put in for the network marketing industry, but you can put them in for any industry, and they're all trackable. So this gives points, right? And then all these actions, they just opened my One Touch. I know when they opened my message. If you don't know what's going on and you don't have an activity tracker, you can't spend your time, which is your most important resource in your life, is your time. You can never get back your time, okay? Then you're not going to succeed. You're not going to succeed, okay? You've got to really optimize your time, all right? Very, very, very important to do so. So you've got to have an activity tracker. You've got to have a hot prospect list so that you can go in there and then build that relationship. And again, the video that I just sent you, this one here, gets into detail on that. Okay, that gets into a lot of detail, and it is a great video. It's worth your time watching. Just watch that, and you will understand why that system works so well. Okay, and why you need to find a system if you're not going to use this one that will help you accomplish what you need to accomplish. Okay, for your business. The good thing about when you're involved with us, we actually help you. You know what I mean? We'll actually help you get yourself going, and you know, we're not going to do it for you, but we're absolutely going to consult you and help you on getting it done to make sure that you get yourself set up properly so you can get to that 80% of lead generation and lead conversion. Okay? Very, very important. Great thing about our system too is we break it down: marketing, generating prospect, all the tools to do that, converting prospects into customers and affiliates or salespeople, all the tools to do that, and then to build and duplicate your team, all the tools to do that, all within one system. So let me now go to the article and talk about that, and talk about that real quick. And it's basically, now you've captured the lead. Okay, you captured the lead, and you now have to convert that lead into a customer or a salesperson, someone that can help you with that situation. You know, getting that lead to know, like, and trust you, giving value, solving problems, all of that for free, so that you can get that person to eventually purchase your products and or your services. Okay, so hold on one second. Okay, so the first thing is you want to be one thing, right? You can't be everything to everybody. And again, I'm not going to read this article to you. I'm just going to kind of go over and talk to you about the points, because you're going to be able to read this on Monday. I might have time to put it up today. I've got a couple things going on, and I like to make it look nice on the blog. But for sure Monday I will have it up. But you know, you want to be one thing. You can't be everything to everybody. What is my thing? I'm a project manager that can do marketing and optimization of any sales system, any marketing system, any sales system. I'm capable of doing that. Okay, I don't care what you sell. I don't care. It has to be legitimate. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you I don't care what you sell, because I want it to be something that is legitimate. Okay, or I'm not going to be involved. I'm not going to help sell things that aren't legitimate, that aren't good for people. I'm not going to do any of that. Okay, but I'm known to be a person that you can come to. And no matter what business you have, I can help you build an online system that helps you sell better than what you're doing and helps your sales team sell better than what they're doing, guaranteed. Okay? Guaranteed. All right? No if, no ands, and no buts about it. Okay? No buts about it. So, that's what I'm known for. So you got to be one thing. You can't be all these different things to all these different people. What are you an expert at? What are you building? Are you in wellness? Are you expert in wellness? Are you in travel? Are you in real estate? Be one thing. Second thing, okay, you got to have a blog or a website. Now, wait a minute. Let me see something here if I can blow this up a little bit, and I think I can get it into one column. Sorry about that. When you get a little bit older, you got to blow it up a little bit bigger, but for some reason this Word does not want to put it into one column. Okay, there we go. So you can read about that, and again, it's very important that you be one thing. Blog or website, you got to have it, okay? This is your business card online. This is where you can tell your story, okay? Just like you see with what I'm doing with LRP and the way I'm building this out, just keep watching it and implement the same things for your niche, but you got to do it. You've got to have a blog or a website, okay? And you can get it very easily built. There's people on Fiverr okay, FIVERR.com, that can put a blog together for you very, very quickly. Few $100s, you can get into thousands, you can get into tens of thousands. There's no doubt about it. But we show you with your traction marketing website how you can get a blog up pretty quickly, and you can get yourself your niche all laid out the way you need to get it out, get your opt-in going. You know, you got to have your free giveaway. You got to have something of value that's going to help solve a problem for them that you're giving away for free, for them exchanging their information to get it, whether it's a video, audio, PDF, ebook, whatever. You got to have that. But you got to have a website to do it. And you've got on your social media, you want to link back to your website. You want to publish all of your articles and syndicate them to your website. What do I mean by that? Well, and again, I'm doing this for other companies that I do not want. This is a little group I started. This is another thing I'm going to talk about. You know, already 62 members. These are leads. It's another genius way of creating a group and then promoting to that group to advertise your potential target market to advertise, and then building a list of perfect people that could utilize your service or product. I mean, you know, you got to again learn these skill sets, right? It's important. So one thing on Work From Home Expo, I'm target marketing people that have home-based businesses because I want them to utilize my network marketing system in LRP. Again, I can have real estate, all these different industries we can add into LRP, and we do have different specific businesses in there already. Okay, but I'm building this, and let me change this to view as a page visitor. So I've got this up here, linked to my page. This is my Facebook page, right? And you see that I got a video on how it works, and then Thanksgiving, everybody, and you can see that I've got this mastermind webinar up here. And then I've got people that liked it, right, shared it, and now I put this article up here, right, and you know, and then I could actually syndicate this. I could boost this post if I want to and send it to everybody that's on the likes, okay? I can send it to their people that like them and the people that like me, and I can send it to all their people that like, you know, follow them. So there's so much that you can do here, but again, the whole point is I'm syndicating from the blog to Facebook, okay? Remember, your blog is your hub. Your website, you've got a website, and then you have a blog. So Leader Recruiter Pro is a website, right, which I showed you here. It's a website, but it's got a blog attached to it, okay? And these pages are pretty much, I do monitor them, heat map them, split test them, track them, and they're pretty static, you know what I mean, I might update them a little bit here and there, but they work very well. And then this is my blog. And this is where I syndicate my information out to my social media, out to Twitter, out to Facebook, out to LinkedIn. And again, I get into those Mastermind Training 12 email series, the 12 email series, and you can watch all the videos on that, okay? And we're going to be updating a lot of videos in 2017. The videos are updated for sure, the ones that we have in there now, but I'm actually going to be redoing them throughout 2017 as we're continuing to market not only LRP, but 5 different other companies too. So we're, you know, again, I don't want to be competition to anybody. You know, if you're on here and you're my competition in LRP, well, you really wouldn't have an LRP system because you wouldn't need the kind of training that I'm doing because you would know how to do it. Okay? So, again, I don't want to show my wellness business or any of those things because that could hurt somebody that brought somebody to this call. But we're going to be utilizing LRP as we're building the blog, as we're building the online brand, as we're starting to market it through social media. It will be my case study, okay, that I will use and teach you on exactly what you need to do, regardless of what industry, again, you're in. Doesn't matter, all right? Okay, so let me go back here again to, so blog or website, important. You know, you watch our Traction Marketing website webinar and you'll understand it more. Ebooks work well, okay? When you put an ebook together and say this is something that you're going to give in, you can give this as, you can give a little bit of this as an opt-in, and then as you start building that relationship right? This is all about, building a relationship. You can give them this free ebook, right? And again, within that ebook, there could be things in there that you're giving away for free, and again, you don't want it to be a sales pitch where you're trying to get them to buy your product or service, but there's a way that you can craft ebooks in a way where it can, just like I'm doing, I give them the Mastermind webinars for free, right? I'm there for Q&A. I'm there teaching my knowledge of 20 plus years in doing this, hundreds of thousands of leads, tens of millions of dollars of online sales, consulted for many businesses. I'm giving them my time because I want them to get to know, like, and trust me, and then do business with LRP by becoming a member. Okay, same thing here. What is your ebook going to be about? It's going to have value for your potential target market. Your target market, whoever that is, whoever your avatar. Some people call it avatar. You got to lay out your avatar. Who's your exact customer, right? Who is that person? And then what are they searching for? What do they need help with? How can you solve a problem? In wellness now, the big thing is not only solving a problem, but it's teaching people preventive maintenance, okay? Taking care of themselves with exercise and supplementation and eating the right food and having the right thoughts and all the things that go into wellness, doing that before you have a problem, okay? So preventive maintenance is coming into play there. And I'm in that industry, one of my businesses, a couple of my businesses are in that industry, so I'm always studying it. I'm always looking at what's the latest and greatest. I'm always, optimizing exactly what we're doing. So you've got to have an ebook where you are handling and helping people, with their information. And you can get these written, you can lay out what you want your ebook written about, and you can go on Fiverr and find people that are rated at the highest, or you can go to other places and you can get these ebooks written for you at a very, very economical cost, where you don't have to put the time into it. Maybe you have to go through and do the final editing, but you can, if you explain in detail out the exactly what you want in the ebooks, they actually, professional writers will research subject matter and write it very well. Okay, you've got to tell them exactly what you're going to do and exactly what you want. Like, so some of the articles that I do, okay, here at the end you can see that I'm the author, and they can check me out on LinkedIn, social proof, and they can register for the next Mastermind webinar. And then within the Mastermind webinar, within the 12-day autoresponders, where I'm giving them all this free value, very subtly I'm mentioning Lead Recruiter Pro. All this information is on Lead Recruiter Pro. So I'm going to build my brand with them in goodwill by giving them great information, great training, great content. And if they need a marketing and business management system for their business, then hopefully good chances are that they're going to sign up with me, okay, or one of my affiliates, all right? So ebooks, very important. Networking, like today, with one of our, we actually, next weekend, not me, I pretty much stay stationary because I'm the guy, and also Mr. Smith, who helps me with copywriting, helps me, gets feedback from our target market. We evolve, and he's basically my right-hand guy, okay, that is right there with me on what I do and evolve on a daily basis. But, next week, my other partner, Michael, who is the guy that goes out and does networking and goes to, like with the wellness company, for example. Our target market is wellness providers, wellness influencers, like resources that have credibility, that go into different networks and sales networks. The actual wellness professional itself, whether it's chiropractor, naturopath, whatever. There's a lot of categories. Jim has put them together, Mr. Smith, and there's just tremendous amount. He goes to events. Like today, we've got an event that we're doing, and one of our target markets is fitness instructors who have an influence over people that care about their health, which with that company that we are marketing, we have a technology, okay, that literally can do some amazing things. I'm not going to get into details, but our target market is wellness professionals, wellness influencers, sports and fitness professionals, sports and fitness influencers. What do we have a couple of our partners doing today? They're at a conference with 300 of them giving a free report, because this technology does a report on where you're at with all the environmental things and your food and all that, and how you need to change your food plan and all of that. And we'll be giving free reports at this conference where there'll be 200-300 people. That's a great thing. Going to a conference where you have potential either customers or people that will actually distribute your product or service. Great thing. With this company, this product that we're representing, we will be going to about 5 of them a year, the biggest ones, okay? And our event team will be going there, okay? So networking is great. You can go to, what do they call them? Commerce, Chamber of Commerce's. Find the events that are going on where your customers could be or people that could sell your product or service. It's a great way to generate leads, okay? A newsletter. A newsletter is critical, okay, to help convert the leads into customers and sales. Dripping that great information, company announcements, company updates, making them part of, feeling a part of what you're doing, okay? Maybe you have a newsletter. Once you get a newsletter set up, you can actually put it all in as autoresponders, and when everybody triggers in, they get the first newsletter, then a week later or 2 weeks later, whatever you're doing, bi-monthly or whatever, or every week, they get another newsletter, and then they get another newsletter. So the hardest thing is just getting the content written that makes sense, that's going to, again, help the people. The majority of it needs to be help. You can sprinkle in some promotions, specials, and stuff like that, but 80% of your communication with them needs to be things that help them. Okay, they have an interest in your niche, so give them information on an ongoing basis. Second thing is social media. Critical for you to set up Facebook page, Twitter account, YouTube channel, okay, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a secret weapon that most people don't even know about. I actually met Mr. Smith through LinkedIn, and I've met a lot of other people through LinkedIn, and I'm getting ready to do some really amazing things on LinkedIn. Mr. Smith even knows that we've got planned, and that we'll be teaching in 2017. I mean, some software that allows you to do amazing things on LinkedIn. But LinkedIn, remember, most of the people on LinkedIn are usually annual income of $100,000 and above. So you can get serious people, but again, you can't approach it with spamming them your business, service, or product. You got to build the freaking relationship. You got to build the relationship by giving them free information that's helpful to them, okay, that will help them with what they're doing. Build a relationship. People want to jam a product or service down someone's throat without building a relationship. That doesn't work anymore, okay? It's not going to work, okay? So Facebook's a great way to communicate with your customers, your distributors, and all of these social media ways is a great way to do it, and also is a great way for lead generation, and also lead conversion, right? So, updating, answering questions, generating leads, most of the stuff pointing to your site where your site generates leads. You remember, again, the blog is where most of the leads are going to be generated, okay? Your lead capture pages, again, watch that link I sent you, is where most of your leads are going to be generated. Okay, special events. You can create a special event in your community. You can come up with some kind of special event that's supporting some kind of cause, and you're going to donate some kind of money to that cause. That's a great way on, building your brand recognition, getting it out there, getting people to understand it, knowing that you're more than just about making money. You're also about helping people. Some of the most successful people on the planet are some of the people that help people the most. Now, not all of them. There's some people on this planet that don't even deserve to be on this planet and got their riches and wealth in ways that are terrible, right? And they'll be dealt with someday. But there's a lot of great people that have created their wealth on this planet that do nothing but give and give and give and give and give and help and give and help. Just like old Zig Ziglar said, God rest his soul, the more people you help, the more you'll get. The more you help, the more you'll get. The more you help, the more you'll get. Okay? So create special events around your product or service, your company. Traditional media. A lot of people forget about this. And again, you want it to lead to a capture page where whatever you're advertising on that specific media outlet, whether it be television, newspaper, radio station, like we're getting ready to do a radio station ad, not us, but one of our distributors for one of our product lines and in the wellness industry, and we're getting ready to do a radio show, but that radio show is going to lead them to a web address. That web address is going to give them something of great value in exchange for their information, because we can't get their information from the radio ad, okay, from the radio show. But when they hit that lead capture page, and we're giving them that great gift, that lead magnet, that's what a lot of people call it, lead magnet. Some people call it bribe, whatever. I like to say it's a lead magnet. You know, you're giving that something of that great value that's going to help them because they are they're targeted because of the content matter of the television ad or the newspaper ad or the radio ad, right? And then they go to that page that's built around what that show was about, and then giving them that free information that they were promised on the show if they went to this web address. But they got to give their information to get that, okay? So that's how you utilize traditional media. And of course you target market your avatar, you know, which again I said an avatar is the perfect customer for your product or service, or the perfect salesperson to sell your product or service. Next thing is video. Video is powerful. Video is growing and growing. It's been growing for, you know, almost a decade, right? It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I find myself watching more videos when it comes to instructional, even listening to music that I like, right? One of the great things is with mindset, say you're feeling low or down, if you got some music that you can listen to that uplifts you, right? Music that makes you feel good, that gives you that tingling all over your body, make sure you have that handy. It comes in very well to turn your mindset around very quickly. But video is powerful, okay? And it's only going to continue to get more powerful. Even when I told my wife and my children back when the internet came online back in 1991, I think it was August 6th of 91 that it came online. It was prodigy.com and an adult site. And when it came out, I told them, I said, this thing one day will integrate everything together. It will integrate phone, it will integrate TV, it will integrate entertainment, it will integrate all of it, and it's happening. I mean, it is happening. You know, another 10 years from now, I mean, it's just going to be one system where you get all your information from, right? You get your learning information, you get your entertainment information, you've got your sales, your business run on there. It's going to be one system all integrated into one thing, and video is a big, big part of it, okay? So get that YouTube channel up, and you share videos of other people, or eventually you can do desktop recording videos, or you can put the camera up and record yourself talking if you're an expert in your industry, you know, giving that advice. You know, maybe it's going over an article that you just read, like I'm doing right now. I'm going over an article that we're going to post, okay? But I'm going over that. So it could be something that simple. You know, where I could have, right now I got this computer a few months ago. Excuse me, let me get a little water here. I got this computer a few months ago, I think maybe even 6 months ago. I'm not sure exactly, but I haven't gotten the camera on it like I have on my laptop. But, you know, you can have your picture. You know, as you're doing a webinar, you can show yourself and you can show the content, right? So there's a lot of different ways to create videos. A lot of different ways to create videos. I mean, right now we're finishing a video for one of our products. We do videos. I do webinars. I do desktop recordings. You know, all of that. There's a lot of ways. You want to make sure that you're utilizing video in your conversion strategy, right? I mean, it's a very, very important part. Just like we're doing with the Mastermind webinars that we have in the 12-day Mastermind training. email series, okay? That was all done video, right? And webinars, but you're recording the webinars, right? Webinars like this, okay, about the subject matter that you're helping. So you're going to do a webinar that's going to solve the main, most important problems that are in your actual niche, okay? And you're going to get good at that. Maybe you're going to create, I've got some of the companies where I've got PowerPoints. You know, you put a lot of time, you put some money into that, you know what I mean? You can create it yourself, or you can do desktop recordings like I'm doing now, go over a Word document. People love that too. You know what I found out as being a conversion expert and an optimization expert, which is the same thing as just being a marketing expert. But sometimes the simpler is the best. Sometimes you see people with all these fancy things going on and all this distraction, and then you see another person with a video with slides that just have 3 lines of words on them, maybe a little picture once in a while. Most of the time, the simplest thing is the best. Okay, so it's not difficult for you to put some slides together with just some text on it and to talk over that while you're giving a webinar. Very simple thing to do. Webinars are very, very powerful, okay? They're extremely powerful. And you should be utilizing them, just like I'm utilizing it today, okay? And then at the end of my article we're putting up on LRP, I come up with something. I'm not done with this yet. I actually have to do one more, review of it, and then I will be posting it, and you can actually read the entire things. But 10 easy steps to more recruiting. So now you've got the leads. How are you going to convert them? And these 10 steps are very, very important steps. Not that you have to have all 10 of them at once, okay? You don't have to have an ebook and do networking and newsletter, all of it at once, but you know that you've got a progression, right, of what you need to move into to get those leads converted. All right, the same thing I'm doing right now with Lead Recruiter Pro. You know, Jim and I have been working on setting up what we need to do for Lead Recruiter Pro to start building the visibility of it, the branding, getting that brand out there, getting the content out there to help our target market, right? Then syndicating that content. So I'm doing it with LRP, and I'll be showing you step by step. But just follow along with the blog. Like the page. All you got to do is like it, okay? It's not like I inundate people with stuff. That's not who I am. I don't do it, okay? But what I put out is important information that you should definitely take a look at and definitely utilize to help you, okay? So again, if you didn't read this, please do. And watch the video that I showed you that goes into great detail, okay? I know it's 81 minutes, but guess what? You'll understand why a system like LRP is important to build a successful online business. Handling everything through your regular email and handling things like an amateur, you're going to get amateur results, okay? If you want to be successful in business, then you got to step up to being a pro. You got to become a pro at what you do. You got to become an industry leader. You got to become an asset to your industry. And you're not going to do that if you're not doing things properly. You don't have the proper foundation set up. You don't have the proper marketing system in place. You don't have a blog online to build credibility in your niche. You don't have any social media assets to syndicate those articles or videos or audios. None of that. Like right now, for example, Michael is doing, who's my partner in a couple different businesses, is doing wellness calls, right? We have these wellness calls, and he just had one last Thursday night. And the wellness call was a lot on preventive maintenance. Now, this is a man that's got 30-plus years in the wellness industry, fitness, sports industry, was mentored by Jack LaLanne, okay? Really knows his stuff, has had fitness franchises, all of this stuff, credibility through the roof, who offers himself for about 45 minutes on Tuesday nights to go through and coach people and train people on their personal wellness, preventive maintenance, all of that, and makes that available for people, our target market that we're looking to bring into our product line, okay? Because our products are superior. You know, they got science, they get results. So, you know, anything you do, make sure that you've got products and services that are top-notch in your niche, okay? You don't want to be, you want to set yourself up in the blue ocean. One good thing, Blue Ocean Strategies, it's a great marketing book to read. It's worth your while, Blue Ocean Strategies, get it, okay? Because you don't want to be in the red ocean of competition where everybody's trying to undercut each other in prices because they all have the Me Too product or service. You want to be unique, so you sit in the blue ocean, so you get an ROI on your time. Because if I do the same, if I've got products and services that sit in the red ocean, and I implement all these things that we're teaching here on the Mastermind webinars, right? How to get set up properly, how to start generating leads, how to convert those leads into customers and salespeople. And I've got a red ocean product or service. My results are not going to be nowhere near. I'll get results, but I will not get near the results and the ROI when I have that blue ocean product or service. And remember that, regardless of what you're promoting, okay? Make sure it's a blue ocean thing. Don't make sure it's not a Me Too thing that everybody else has, because then you got to go the lowest price, and you cut your profitability out, and you're in an ocean of red blood where everybody's, you know, fighting for who's got the lowest price and free delivery. I mean, it just gets to a point where there's no margin for you to make any money, okay? And not that you want to kill people with a bunch, you know, with a bunch of profit, but you want to make a living doing something that you love and that you're passionate about. That's so important, okay? I would not do what I'm doing right now if I didn't love to do it, if I wasn't passionate about it. I wouldn't, because to be honest with you folks, I could sit here, I wouldn't be in the businesses I am, I wouldn't have the partnerships that I do, because I literally can sit at home and just do marketing and not do any webinars for anybody and make tens and tens of thousands of dollars a month marketing other people's products. Okay, I've been doing it forever. It's like riding a bike to me. There's a wrong way and a right way to do things. Problem is most people will not follow through. They won't go into writing their goals down. Like I said here, we have this goal, set and achieve your goals, right? We have a couple great audios here on that. You should listen to them if you're a member of LRP. If you're not, you need to find some good information out there. But set your goals and then email your goals. Print them out. Set the steps to get to each one. Know that failure and obstacles is just part of success. If you don't get failure, you'll never achieve success. I had a call center for many years, okay? And that's actually where my partner Michael, at one time I brought him in to help coach and motivate people and get them in shape and all of that. And at that time I had about 45 people working for me and my other partner. And, you know, I generated with my team 10,000 leads a month, okay? Half of them, about a third or half was organic, meaning it didn't cost me anything but time and content. And the other was through pay-per-click, right? Mostly pay-per-click campaigns. And I had a sales room where I had people working leads, and I had sales managers overseeing and listening to what they were saying, making sure that they were being honest and had integrity and all of that. And we closed leads and we made money, okay? But I set goals. And I set steps to get to those goals. Everything I do it now with the project management system I use. I set what is the project, then I go in and create the actual category that specific task follows under, and then I set subtasks to get the task completed. Okay, same thing. You set your goal and you set the steps to complete the goal. Print it out. Put it in front of you. Know that you can do it. Nothing can stop you. I mean, we're going to be doing these webinars at least twice a month, okay? And as they build, I might even do them more, but I'm going to at least offer a few hours a month of my time to teach and help people. Whether you implement it or not, Whether you take action or not is totally up to you. But I'm doing this every day. My companies make millions of dollars. Okay? I'm consulting for companies that make millions of dollars. I've helped people generate hundreds of thousands of leads and do tens and tens of millions of dollars online. So you've got somebody that usually doesn't give their time to you, okay? Except through the Mastermind webinars, you're actually able to access this time. So utilize it. Don't squander it. Don't waste it. Utilize it and take action for your own business and for your family and for your future. That's what you need to do, okay? So I'm now, if Mr. Smith hasn't answered any and all questions, I'm now going to open it up for any questions. I think I got one question here. Yeah, John, do me a favor, contact Jim Smith on that, and we will work something on that with you, okay? No problem with that, for sure. I see that you joined LRP. Congratulations. Welcome to the family. Reach out to Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, I think you left him a message, and then we'll coordinate with you, and we'll make sure. I don't advertise that on the front end, but absolutely will be able to do that with you, track it, and compensate you for it, okay? So do we have any more questions today? Doesn't look like we have a lot of questions, which is good, sometimes not. And again, folks, I need you to understand that if you don't take action and you don't set your goals and set the steps to get to them, you're not going to do it, okay? You've got to set action. Start making sure that you're talking about yourself positively. Start making sure you're talking about yourself, your business positively. Start making sure that every word that comes out of your mouth about other people is to lift them up, not tear them down. Don't bring that negativity in your life. Let me give you another example, and I'm waiting for any question, and then I'm going to close with this if I don't have any. But the gentleman that we took his business from 40 to 810, and then I resigned from that company. They had a fit. I resigned because there was greed and ego and all of that going on, and I will not be involved. I will not be involved in companies like that. Life is too short. I've got to, my partners, we got to love each other, whether we're male, female, we got to love each other as brothers and sisters. We got to work for a common goal. We got to have integrity, honesty. We got to be people of our word. When we say something, we got to back it up. We all got to do our part of the puzzle, and we've got to do it as an A player. That is something that I do not veer from at all. And if I see something going south in a business relationship, and I see lying and not paying or, owing and not keeping words and all that, I phase myself out of it, okay? So I've seen that going on in that business, right? And I was brought in there by somebody and became partners, right? And I decided that I didn't want to be partners and I didn't care about the money. I just didn't like what was going on. But anyways, when I first got there, this gentleman is worth, I heard anywhere from $10 to $20 million. He got lucky, had a good team, and sold his business. Just like some people got lucky with the .com thing, came up with some really stupid ideas, and some great ideas. Some were stupid and they got a lot of money for it, and then it ended up burning all the investors. Some were great ideas like Amazon and still around, and people really profited from it. But, not because they were in the right place at the right time with the right team, okay? And so when I meet this gentleman, and I'm there for the first week, and then he's getting ready to leave, I noticed that all he's doing is talking negatively about the business. Negatively about this and this. And I sat him down, and at this time he was the CEO of the company, right? And I came in for technology and to oversee all the technology for the customer service and marketing and distributor acquisition. So I had my place even though I was getting stock, I had my place within this business. And I said to him, you're condemning this company. You're cursing it. You don't understand how powerful your words are. Human beings don't understand how powerful your words are. Your tongue can create life or death. Power is in words. You got to be careful. You got to keep reminding yourself to speak positively about yourself, about your business, about other people. Everything that comes out of your mouth should be to lift people up, not to tear them down. It's hard, I know. It's hard for me. It's hard for everybody. But you got to keep on working on it, okay? It'll make a big difference in your life. I promise you that. So, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to thank everybody for coming to this Mastermind webinar today. We really appreciate your time on this Saturday. Thank you for it. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will see you next time. Take care, folks. God bless. Have a wonderful day.